What's up, everybody? Good to see you all. Guys, we're going to be chilling. We're going to be smoking. We're going to be having a good time today. It is Revenge of the 5th. So today, we got something very special planned. I got a very nice blunt rolled, my very own death stick, if you will. So, we're going to be smoking some death sticks tonight. We're going to be freaking hitting some dabs, hopefully. I got a little bit left in the rig. Guys, we're streaming on all platforms. Real quick, for those who are watching over on the gaming channel, guys, real quick, this stream is intended for audience members 21 or older. So if you're not 21, please leave the stream. Otherwise, the mods will remove you. I'm sorry, but that's just how we run things here. Same thing goes for the viewers over on TikTok. I'm sorry. That's just how we run things. But, guys, I got a beautiful blunt rolled. And I think after I take the first dab of the day, we'll go ahead and spark up. What do you guys think? I hope you guys are ready for some Lego Star Wars, by the way, because that's what we're playing tonight. And I am actually really freaking excited. Because we're playing the complete saga. We're not playing any of the newer crap they've been releasing. So, yeah. I didn't tell you to come over to the gaming channel, Torvy. You just did it over your own volition. Anyways, we're waiting for the rig to preheat. Guys, just wanted to say thank you all so much for the support I've seen recently. It really does mean a lot. So this one is for all of you guys. Cheers! Oh, yeah. First dab of the day. And it hits like that. True. True. Anyways, guys. It has been a long day today. So, I'm definitely ready to be playing some fucking video games. I can definitely tell you guys that. But there's going to be a new video dropping, a new review video for the Shop Hello Mary Rosin. So if you guys want to see that, be sure to subscribe over to the main channel, Gothic Grims 420. Cheers, everybody. Uh-oh. I waited too long and it stopped preheating. Cheers. Shit. Man, the fact that this shit's my job. I can't thank you all enough, bro. I really can't. Oh, by the way, before I forget to mention, guys, real quick, if you're watching over on YouTube, go ahead and go to the description down below for those who are over on the main channel. I have the link for the merch right down there for you guys to click. So if you guys want to grab some Grims merch for yourselves, then be sure to go to grims420merch.redbubble.com. What's up, mods? Welcome, welcome. Sorry if I butchered your name. I just really don't want to say it bad. I tend to give people nicknames. I can't pronounce your name. Sorry, I'm stuttering like Ozzy Osbourne already. Jesus Christ. I haven't had my coffee, okay? Cheers. That is some good dab. Jeezums. There's a little bit left in there, so I'm going to save that for later on in the stream. And I think it's time to spark a blunt. You guys ready? It has been a minute since we have smoked the blunt on the channel, bro. It has been a good minute since we've smoked a blunt. Now, this was the last little bit of my flower that I had saved back. Just for this. Yes, I saved weed for Revenge of the 5th. Fuck off. It's a tradition in this house, since we love Star Wars, to celebrate Revenge of the 5th. We don't fucking celebrate May the 4th here. No. We celebrate Revenge of the 5th here. Anyways, let's spark up. So I did leave a little bit of a gap, like right here. So all that right there is just Rillo. Because I tend to also pack my blunts. Make sure everything is, nice and even so it doesn't burn weird. Okay, let's just knock off that little bit of Rillo in the ashtray. Can I roll a wood? Depends. Depends on the day, honestly. That's fair. If you're rolling backwoods, I just prefer glass more than, Rillos. I prefer bongs. I could have smoked this in the bong. God damn it. Fuck it. I didn't even think about that. Then again, I have been wanting a blunt for a minute, so. This is some really good shit, too. This is the last bit of that grape gasoline from Chunky Academy. That's if I had Bud left. I do not. I used the last little bit on this blunt. Do I regret it? No, because I also put the last bit of the fucking keef in this bitch, too. No regrets. This is a good ass blunt. Like dead ass, bro. It's been a minute since I've had a good blunt. Like fucking A, bro. On me. Like, bro, I've got to clean out my pieces. Like, all my glass definitely needs to be cleaned. But I'm going to do that, like, before I get my next batch in from Chunky Academy. I definitely want to clean out the rig, too, because I'm going to be getting a free sample in of some wax. It happens. Shit happens. Other things take priority. Hey, that's a bet, Master Meek. I'll be seeing you later, bro. Appreciate you tuning in, though. Dude. I didn't expect this blunt to be hitting this good. Because that bud has been sitting since the last time I'd smoked flower. Like, on stream. And I think that was, like, a month ago or 2 months ago. Goes to show you what happens when you properly store your bud and use Bovita packs. And properly change them out. Because this shit was like, originally it was like that lime green. Now it was a little bit darker green, like not as lime green. I could definitely tell a visual difference, but it wasn't dry. It was still sticky. So I literally opened up that jar. I'm like, how the fuck is this 2-month-old weed this good? And then I thought about it. It's THCA bud. So technically it's just been curing this entire fucking time. It's been curing in a Delta 9 for like a month. That's one thing I love. Yep. Yep. When you're like the manager of a smoke shop, or you're there's two people that always, actually 3 people that always get the free shit when it comes to cannabis: the smoke shop owners or the dispensary owners. I'm gonna throw those in because they tend to be the same in Texas. The managers at both of those types of locations, and also weed tubers. Weed tubers always get a whole bunch of free shit. And I can attest to that because I have 4 smart rigs that I paid not a single dime for. And 9 jars of rosin. And I paid for this, I will admit. But that shit was dirt cheap. Bro, the fact that I only spent like fucking $60 on that. It wasn't a whole pound, it was a QP. But still, like, I don't give a fuck if it was shake. Bro, you know how easy as fuck that shit what it was to fucking turn into some goddamn edibles? We just put that shit in a pepper grinder and said, inside the fucking butter. Bro. That shit was easy as fuck. And then the dabs we threw in along with it. Yeah, that was some really good shit. We literally activated it, right? And they we literally stuffed that fucking shake into a fucking pepper grinder. You know, the ones they use at Olive Garden? Or those fancy Italian restaurants? Yeah, one of those. And there was no resistance because it wasn't like grinded up flour. It was shake. So it was a lot more fine of because we literally had to turn the grinder over, right? And grind it. So we're just like, you know what? Fuck this. We're going to use a fucking pepper grinder. Because we wanted to get a really fine grind on the flour. It works. But, by the way, guys, for those who are watching over there on the gaming channel, if you guys want to continue to watch the stream after the blunt is over, then go ahead and head over to the main channel or head over to Twitch. That's where we post majority of everything else. The gaming channel is for like funny moments videos, horror videos, like, you know, horror games. I'm going to try to put more time and effort into the gaming channel. I really, really enjoy like making gaming content again. Bro, everybody says that Texas will be the last to legalize. So it's a fight between Kansas and Texas. It won't be legalized in Ohio, though. They made that shit on against their own state constitution. Yeah. Ohio hates weed. That's why it was either Ohio or Iowa. It was one of the two. One of them fucking despises weed. So there will still be one state where it's not legal. Unless they take it out of their own state constitution, which has to be voted by the people. Which that was voted by the people to put in. What? I'll say that again, but in a much more familiar tone. What? Excuse me? Yeah, I had to do the full Stone Cold for that. Oh yeah. Dude, Texas has I think a $4 billion industry. And fucking what's his name? Dan Patrick. Yeah. Yeah, goes to show you how much of a dumbass you are. Your last name is literally Patrick. All right, best friend of SpongeBob. Go eat your Krabby Patties and shut the fuck up. Oh, shit. My shoulder blade just popped. Finally. That bitch was out of place this entire time. Oh, fucking hell, dude. This is a good-ass blunt. I don't know why the fuck it's hitting this hard, dude. That's what she said. I'm sorry, Torby. I had to. My female best friend was literally great minds think alike. My best friend of 16 years, everybody. Bro. Chem Dog? I love me some Chem Dog. Man. I haven't heard of some fucking Chem Dog in a minute. I've only had like Star Dog once. That shit was fucking good, bro.
Incoming ad break.
Fucking Bezos wants his pound of flesh on Twitch. Great. Also, I didn't start up the stream on TikTok since we're smoking a blunt right now. I didn't want to get the live restricted. Despite how much I can get away with hitting a dab, I don't think I can get away with hitting a blunt. I think TikTok is letting me get away with it when I'm streaming on the PC, since the background is blurred. So technically, whatever I'm hitting is also blurred. That makes sense now that I think about it. Light bulb. That really makes sense. Yeah, that's true. He definitely needs his pound of flesh. He only owns 10% of Amazon. But isn't he like the founder of Amazon? Bro has probably already made his pound of flesh. And then sold the whole market. Tell me I'm wrong. I think Florida will... You think Florida will be the last? Bro. Florida was Florida had a full medical marijuana program. Texas still technically doesn't. So technically he only owns 5%. Damn. Yeah, he really needs his pound of flesh. Also, I love how the ash is burning like pure fucking, like pure white ash pretty much. And that ash is just staying there. That's some really good bud if it's doing that. That shit is cured proper. On me. Oh, 10% each. Oh, okay. Damn it. Fuck. It fell off. My dick fell off. I'm sorry I had to. Bro, imagine like I'd been smoking the blunt the entire time and it was just like one long ass piece of ash. That would have been sick. You know what? Somebody needs to make that a challenge. Somebody needs to make that a challenge. And if you fail, you have to restart. Call it the try not to ash challenge. Yeah. Yeah. Bro, that would be actually pretty fucking sick. That means you'd have to grind it well. You'd have to use the right type of wrap or Rillo or paper. Damn, bro. Bong snaps don't count unless you're time bombing it. Which, that's going to be pretty fucking difficult. Well, depending on the piece. If you have a bubbler with a bowl sitting like straight up, let's say you have a better chance. Because gravity's kind of working with you on that. Imagine just like you're hitting a fucking bowl, you see one long ass piece of ash before it snaps. That shit would be crazy. Dude. This blunt really fucking hit. I'm kind of glad I saved it. Oh, I've seen that. Bro, you just popped into a Metalhead stream. You can make any Pink Floyd reference. And yes, we play skate here too. Skate 3. And the new one. Just haven't done a I'm waiting on one particular fucking person. By the way, I'm putting this out. I'm going to give that to my cousin Josh. Because he said he wants me to save up my roaches for him. Give him a decent sized roach. See, he always saved his roaches for me when I was homeless. And I had nothing to smoke. And he didn't have like actual weed to give me. He would give me all of his roaches. Like this motherfucker, he's 40, right? So, like, he's not opposed to like smoking some resin. I've seen him do it. I'm like, I'm good on that, bro. Like, he'll tell you pipe resin tastes better than bong resin. Which, I mean, he ain't wrong on that. But still, ugh. Oh, yeah, 100%. Dude, here's the thing. In a clutch, if you ain't got no fucking bud and you got a decent sized roach, do not roll that motherfucker up. Put that bitch in the bong. You're welcome. Or a pipe, depending on the pipe. If you got one of those that you can actually, like, close the top on, definitely. Because you don't want that motherfucker to keep on burning. See, I already went through mine. And my emergency dab stash. But thankfully, we're going to get a refill on that. On me? Bro. Like, with the hemp industry so far, it's a never-ending battle for me. Yeah, that's fair, Jaden. That's fair. When it comes to I bet you're talking about like legislation for cannabis. Same thing when it comes to Texas and the hemp industry here. Never-ending battle. Technically, we won until July. Yeah, there's going to be another hearing on it. But it's more towards like making things permanent and maintaining the status quo from what I've heard. So it's not really something to be scared on. It's more on like the business side of things, you know, like licensing and all that other stuff. That's going to be, you know, tended to later on. But they did not want, they said they did not want to remove anything from the shelves. It stays. So THCA is fine. It's completely fine. The flower, the wax, carts are still an issue. But people have already found ways around that. There's this one brand called Pixie Pods that I actually want to try out on the channel because you technically have to load the device up, and it would be kind of nice for me to do a tutorial for you guys. So that's what I'm going to try to do, is grab one of those whenever I can. It's been a minute since I've had a Benjamin anyways, and I think it'd be nice to review something. I just hope that that shit has some fucking gas. FICO? Is that a brand? So never heard of that. I've seen Pixie Pods where I'm at. Like a couple people I know even have hit them bitches and said that they're good. Like Master Meek, the guy who was in the chat earlier, he's had a Pixie Pod before. I've seen him hitting it on the fucking on the Discord BC. Which, by the way, I need to be more active in. I know, guys. I tend to be a ghost sometimes, but Oh, just like Looper then. Yeah, I've seen those. I have. Get Green Goblin in the disposable. You're welcome. Godspeed, Spider-Man. I'm just waiting on your response, Torb. You're like, wait, what? Yeah, try the Tiger's Blood. Try, Green Goblin. They have a Liquid Diamonds, variant, which I actually really liked. That one wasn't bad at all. That shit was pretty fucking good. So, yeah. Try the Liquid Diamonds. Disposables, not carts. Disposable. The Modus carts are doo-doo. I'm gonna be honest. And that's just because they tend to clog. They tend to fucking give you spit back. No thanks. Or Or sometimes the fucking coil doesn't even work, which is just great. Yeah, I know about that brand, Torvy. I just review more THCA, like straight up THCA stuff. I've reviewed some mixed stuff. I think the caps was mixed with THCP, if I remember correctly, in the rosin that was in those hash holes that I got for $4. Yeah, that shit was like, a lot of people were like, why did you smoke the whole thing? I was like, bro, despite the weed being like mid, we don't waste our shit here. We don't waste weed here in the Chronic Crypt. That shit is forbidden. Got that? No wasting your weed when you enter the crypt. Bro, I've had the boutique. I reviewed that. I've had that, and I've reviewed that one, and also I've had the Bodega Boys. Bodega Boys was one of the, actually, second biggest video. I think that video is like pushing almost 2,000 views. The Mad Labs is pushing about 3K, which is crazy. That's when I was sitting at 200 subs as well. And I even gave my homie a whole free disposable. I tried all three. I was like, here you go. I kind of regret giving him that one and not giving him like the I think it was I like the Kush one, that coconut one, that was some gas, and I gave him that one. And there was a third one that I can't remember off the top of my head. But yeah, like I actually met up with one of the guys from Mad Labs, like IRL, and they literally gave me some. They hit me up and they're like, yo, like I have some of these. Like I literally worked for Mad Labs, showed me all the fucking qualifications and everything. It all checked out. I'm like, fucking bet. Yeah. Like, him and I don't really talk anymore though, because like certain things, I don't know, like it was just within his community. Like he was also a content creator. I'm not gonna say who he is. I don't have any beef with him. It's just like there was a lot of drama within that Discord server and like for his community, and I tend to dip out when there's a lot of drama. I still have him in my contacts, but like I haven't reached out to him in a minute. I need to see how that motherfucker's doing. But like, yeah, I think I still have him. I don't think so. I know like some of my staff had issue with him in the past, but like I'm not gonna get into that. Torvy can actually. Oh, oh, you mean the. Gotcha. I thought you meant like the disposables. Now I've actually the one I got was a real boutique. I got that at the dispo. Well, technically, my homie got it at the dispo, and he bought me one. So, yeah, when you have a lot of friends in the cannabis space, you tend to get a lot of stuff that they didn't really like the first hit, or like they just be giving you shit to be nice. I'm not even joking, bro. Like in the end, like, I'm glad to be involved in the cannabis community. I'm glad that the drama part has kind of died down compared to how it has been. I'm not gonna lie, being a content creator to these, like, especially a new one, literally at when the drama started getting to the, like, maximum level, like, are you kidding me? Like, dude, seeing a bunch of, like, infighting, I'm like, bro, isn't this, like, supposed to be about weed? At the end of the day, aren't we all just trying to get high and have a good time? Like, that's why I don't go around having beef with nobody, despite my thoughts on certain people. Like, I'm not trying to have no beef with nobody. I'm just like, bro, just if there's any drama, please keep that away from me. Like, unless it's in my server and like somebody is like, it's some actual like fuck shit going on. Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna let that go on. We're gonna squash that beef right then and there. And if shit can't be squashed, somebody's got to go. That's just how things are. But I'm glad things are dying down. People make it about the fucking money, bro. Like, dude, I don't make a lot of money here, like, even as a cannabis content creator. My mods will attest to this shit, especially Torvy. Like, bro, why the fuck are y'all trying to make it about the money? If y'all are trying to make it about the money, then leave the cannabis industry. That's my opinions. If you're just in it for the money and you're not in it for the weed, the fuck are you doing, bro? Go do something else. Poser. And I'll die on that hill. And I used the worst insult a metalhead could give. It's not a fucking swear word. No, it's calling your ass a fucking poser. And I'll say it again. Poser. If you're not in it for the weed, you're a poser. Exactly. I'm broke as fuck. I'm doing this literally just because I love fucking doing it. Oh my fucking god. I haven't heard that insult in years. Holy shit. Bro. I haven't heard that shit since my skater punk days. Oh, fuck. Oh, no. Oh, blast from the fucking past. Jesus Christ. Oh, brother. I'm 27. Even I know that fucking insult. Oh, fuck's sakes. Damn, that made me feel old. Yeah, I'm approaching my 30s. But considering you know what the fuck that is, Torby already knows what I'm about to fucking pull out. Bet you know what this is. This is yes, and this is the one from 1957 or 58. I can't remember exactly. I'm baked right now. Okay. Yep. Yep. Here's the biggest test. If somebody comes into my chat and asks what the fuck this is, I already know you're too young to be here. God, an 8-track. Jesus fucking Christ. My dad had one of those in his Cadillac. Bro. Mans from here just used the oldest insult that punk rockers could give. And the worst. All right, man. No, you can already see the Aussie bat, I guess. Yes. Yes, I fucking cried when he passed. Sue me. Like, I pulled a Markiplier on stream, and I will wear that as a badge of honor because, you know what? That man was my hero. Still is. Fuck you, Torvy. That shit made me feel old. You know what? Do you remember the big ass fucking stereos with like the 2 cassette tape players that you could. Yeah. It was made by, I believe, it's either Sony. I think it was made by Sony. Had a long ass fucking wire about like this long on it for the antenna on it. Damn. You were born on 420? Lucky ass. Bro. See, you're around my uncle's age. Like, the, like when, I think he was around 58 when I came around. No. No, he was 48 when I started started hanging out more. That's right, because I think my biological father is like 62, I believe. My dad that I live with, yeah, he's fucking 81. Bro, I used to have a whole big ass collection up until 5 years ago. But even that would not fucking come close to my uncle's whole library. There was one room in the house. It had VHS, DVDs, vinyls, CDs, cassettes, comics, regular books. Like, he had a literal library. It wasn't like a big ass room or nothing like that. No, it was like a small bedroom he made into a library. It was like I think it was a 4-bedroom house, if I remember correctly. Like, he built that bitch by hand. He just bought the land. He would literally tell you all the tree stumps that are there, he never removed them because those are the trees he used to build his house. Yeah. He says there's memories in those roots that go all the way down to the soil. My uncle would get philosophical when he'd get high. Dude. Oh, fuck's sakes. My collection. Okay, all of my collection for my CDs was nothing but metal. I will be honest. There was actually a couple goth rock CDs in there, but like, and I believe two soundtracks. I had the Blade soundtrack and I had the Crow soundtrack. Yeah, sue me. Like the universe determined I was destined to be a fucking metalhead or a goth, and I chose both. Yeah, bro. Like I could literally walk to a fucking old ass cemetery and be like, corpse paint. I'm gonna need some fucking somebody to hold my camera. Album photos now. Where's my axe? That would literally be my exact reaction. Torvi can attest to that. On me. Bro, the whole fucking Crow soundtrack is fire, in my opinion. I loved it. I was like, mind you, I was like 13. But I grew up on Bruce Lee movies and Chuck Norris and WWE, bro. My favorite movie was fucking Hellboy since I was 6. Until I saw Ghost Rider. Blade is definitely in my top 10. Like 100%. Not in the top 5, though. It's like number 7. Not at the bottom, at a respectable part of the list. That's just how I wanted to keep it. But, anyways, guys, I think I have held those people watching over there on Twitch up long enough. I think it's time for us to get onto some Lego Star Wars. So if you guys want to continue watching, then be sure to go over to the main channel, Gothic Grims 420, or Twitch, Gothic Grims. The links will be in the chat. I will see all of you beautiful people there. Once again, guys, I'm going to be doing another stream probably over here on at least on the gaming channel. I'll probably wait till tomorrow. But I will see you guys later. Stay high, stay metal, stay safe, motherfuckers. And I'll see you guys over on Twitch and the main channel. Bye! Okay, guys. So, as promised, you guys voted on it. We're going to play some Lego Star Wars, the complete saga. It is time. Let me just move my